She hasn't seen Black Panther yet.
So I said
Look at her
twice,
laugh.
and explain to me why you haven't seen it.
A couple of reasons.
It just hasn't happened.
Are you black?
Go.
Do you feel black this month?
Yes.
This is Digital Disrupt. What a week. I'm your host. Just call me Kales. On my left, I have Cross Dixon. On my right, I have Sideshow Shell. And we're gonna be bringing you, music, tech, culture, entertainment. The same thing we bring every single week. And so, yeah, sports as well.
Ooh.
So, music. We're gonna start with that. Nipsey Hussle. Have you heard this new Nipsey Hussle album?
I haven't listened to the whole thing yet.
That joint is
I was
hard.
gonna say.
though.
I heard it's
I haven't
awful,
listened to the whole thing.
That joint is hard.
But it's also one of those things like that video that he just put out with Lauren London doing the getaway driving.
Yeah.
The shit had me a little tight.
Yeah.
Cause he was like a little too calm
I didn't see that.
when the cops was chasing him with guns and stuff. Like
For real?
just chilling in the fucking Porsche drop top,
Yeah, she was just driving.
over a bridge, cop shit like.
Nah, I haven't seen that video. I gotta pull up that clip.
Shit.
What are they in a relationship? Did they just break up?
Who?
They broke up, but they didn't break up.
Yeah.
Not for real.
They had a kid together, don't they?
I didn't know they
It
were
was
in
one
a
of those things.
relationship.
Was that a rollout for the album?
Possibly.
I think everything is a rollout for everything nowadays.
You gotta have the whole Kardashian mindset. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what you think about it?
I mean, Lauren London been chasing the bag forever. Don't she got a kid by Wayne?
Oh, I was talking about the album, but that was
Oh,
Oh shit! I was like, really, Phil?
shots.
nah, Nipsey Hussle, the album was hard, man. Joe Budden was talking about it on his podcast. And yeah, man, it's got that West Coast bang to it, bro. It's really got that West Coast vibe. And like, he's spitting some hard lyrics, and all the beats are just tough. Like, it's not one song on there that I've heard that hasn't had great production on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, sounds good to me.
I'm with it. I feel like
It's I want to say Atlantic.
Uh-huh.
I could be wrong, but he's doing his own independent thing now.
right.
He's about to make a ton of money.
Yeah,
Yeah. He has like a huge following.
Yeah.
It's gonna grow too, because he been doing like rollouts and stuff. Like doing his rounds. Like he was on Breakfast Club and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
he really been doing his PR. So
Yeah.
He about to have that Chance the Rapper money for real.
I don't know about that. Chance the Rapper though.
What?
Chance the Rapper is like a household name. Chance the Rapper's like butter. Like niggas just know what.
You be having some weird comparisons. Like that. It's called
Like seriously
butter.
though, like when you say Chance the Rapper, you be like, oh Chance, oh yeah, like everybody knows him.
Yeah.
But like you say Nipsey Hussle, and you're like, ooh, Nipsey Hussle.
I mean, Chance is still like that dude that people booed off the stage in Richmond 3 years ago. You know, like
Really?
They booed Chance.
yeah, not 3 years ago when he came with Bino.
He came with Bino.
Oh, really?
Y'all didn't go to that
yeah,
concert?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
did not go to that
did.
concert, but I know what you're talking about.
They booed him on stage.
I didn't know
Really?
they did that.
Yeah, that's why Chance has another
Yo,
show.
Richmond
We booed him on
Well, he
stage.
came back here. He came back here to VCU International after that.
When?
VCU's homecoming.
Was he VCU homecoming?
Yeah.
VCU's homecoming like 2015
Yeah.
A while
or
ago.
14.
lit.
14 or
I was
15. And then he came to the national.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the national.
So
And I know because he came to the national with Drawn. We actually went to that.
yeah, he was on the tour, the Magnificent Tour or something
Coloring
like that.
book.
It was
Magnificent Coloring
That was in Richmond? I thought that was in North.
He had a show at
Tokyo and Metro and Boom.
I'm gonna shut my black ass up then.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo.
Yeah.
I didn't know they booed him.
I didn't know
Yeah, that shit was
either.
embarrassing. I mean, he just kept doing that annoying ass at the like. Oh,
But he
the whole
stopped
song.
doing that. He stopped doing that a lot.
He stopped doing it, yeah.
Well,
He stopped doing that a lot.
But I mean, you don't know who a dude is, and then all he does is go
Yeah.
like for.
Yeah.
Then you're like,
just
wait, what?
wait, get the fuck off.
Damn, I
Give
was
me
off
this
there.
Vino show, like.
I would have been the one nigga cheering for him, but trying to beat up afterwards.
Fuck it, bro. Alright, so next we got GIDK has his song featured on Dragon Ball Z now. Or
What is
Dragon Ball
that?
Super.
Chance the Rapper got booed off stage
Yeah,
in Richmond,
yeah.
and look at him now, and came back and did 2 more shows in Richmond.
Yeah,
That says a little something about
Richmond.
Richmond.
Yeah. That's why I say it,
Chance.
Yeah.
bro. That's why I say it like Richmond, bro.
Which was not shit, bro.
But
I digress. Yeah, so how do y'all feel about that? Like, I know you watch Dragon Ball, Z, Super, GT, all of it. So like, I mean, I think that's cool. It's the first ever hip hop song to ever be on
Yeah, I think it's dope.
I think it's
Because it's like the
It shows
hip
up
hop
the culture,
community
yeah.
really loves
It's also
Jack
didn't just
Boss.
do a Kendrick Lamar or
Yeah.
Drake's God Plan. Like they actually did like DMV artist.
Yeah.
He's upcoming, you know what I'm saying?
And he's a Dragon Ball Z fan. Like he's actually a Dragon Ball
He's
fan.
making some noise.
So would've been easy.
Cheap Keef on there too though.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
that
it.
kind of cheapens it though.
What you think?
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, Chief Keef is.
I mean, Cheap Keef's still lit though.
I mean, yeah, but he doing some.
I want to hear it. I haven't heard what it sounds like.
Yeah. With the Keef or the JDK?
I don't know, like either one of them. But I'm just saying, like it's got to be sweet for it to be on Dragon Ball.
Oh hell yeah, that's
Definitely.
like great for everybody.
It's gonna have to be tough.
I'm just a little worried, like, what did Chief Keef have to say? Like,
I mean, Goku. I mean, you can't. Yeah, I guess you could. He could rap about popping sensu beans or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you get creative.
like, you quick on your feet today.
I am, man. I've been feeling great all day, yo.
Hey.
You woke up and did some yoga or some shit, didn't you?
You know what I'm saying? I did a little.
Did you
something,
see all the
something.
Dragon Ball Z Adidas designs? for the
Yeah.
shoes?
I didn't like
Oh
those.
yeah.
You didn't like any of them?
Nah.
What was the ones that we like? Was it
I
the,
like
the Majin Boos?
Frieza.
It was the Freezers.
And Majin Buu, I think.
Oh, actually, the Boo joints was sweet, but everything else I was like,
Nah, the
pass.
Freezer joints was tough. I think it was the Freezer ones that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
The Goku ones was
The Freezer joints was the ones that looked like the pumps, wasn't it? The Reebok pumps.
Kind of. No, I don't know. They were kind of chunky.
Yeah, like the little Balenciaga joints they got out now.
Kind of.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Okay.
what
That's
you got
alright.
on the Balenciagas?
Yeah, I got on MDKs. What the hell? I mean, MD.
I thought I saw.
NMDs?
Yeah. You was about to say these nuts afterwards? Like, she said that shit so NMDs?
But she
Because you
knows.
were like,
She just knows. She knows. She worked at a retail store.
I thought she was real life.
That's what I
Retail
do.
store, yeah. So that's her like occupation. Yeah, man. Don't feel bad.
How do y'all feel about Janae Aiko? She did a
Oh yes,
No,
that's when we got my fault. Yo, my bad. Go
I
ahead.
might remind you something, but I felt the type of way towards this. How y'all feel about when she did a book signing for her book at some Barnes and Noble in California?
Yeah.
And the picture, like there was her. I can show y'all one of the pictures, but it was like her behind the table, and you know her friends come up, get her to sign the book, and want to take a picture with her. But the way they were taking the pictures was the fans were on the other side of the table. I guess they weren't allowed to come around the side, so they could be right side by side with
I see what you're
Janae
saying.
Aiko. And the fans were on the other side of the
So
table.
she was
while
just like-
was in
In the chair.
right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's.
I feel some way if I'm a fan. Like,
Yeah, that's
I want to take a picture with your man, bro.
Like, what the fuck? What
But
we
who
stink?
knows?
You don't want us to be up
I feel
close?
like
Like,
that's
we
a
stay
safety
up here or
thing.
some shit?
But I don't think that would be
Maybe safety, yeah. But I mean,
I
she's
think that would be
Small, bro.
cool.
Like,
Nah,
she
nigga.
was like
Yeah,
4'11".
like,
Because when we used to go to concerts and we like would stay for the backstage and shit like that. Like when we met Big Sean, like he was like, everybody just come. Like I mean they
Yeah,
organized
yeah,
it one at a
chill.
time, but he get
Yeah.
to choose like, yeah, I'ma come back or whatever like that. And the same thing with Masego when we just went to the Masego concert, we stayed after to have the meet and greet.
Well, that's a bunch of dudes.
Well,
though, right?
yeah, I was just saying it might not be
But
her
think about
decision.
Janae Aiko's fans. Is it not majority women?
But that's what I feel like.
It might
If
be
it
a
was
bunch
up
of
to
dudes,
her
dude. It might be a bunch of
solely,
dudes.
she would have been like, "Yeah, cool, let's."
But that's why you have
check it out."
security
But,
right there,
Yeah, I
right?
think it's other.
I mean, yeah, but like just with today's climate and shit, like it's so difficult, right?
I feel
it.
Kind of like you react 1 second late, and it's too late at that point. Like she's
Yeah.
small as hell, bro.
she is.
Okay, you didn't say the table was that big.
I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
fucked up, nigga. That's
Yes. Now everybody that went to that event got a picture with Janae Aiko.
But-
they look
That
like
was-
nigga. They look like they doing some damn courtroom like
Bro,
divorce
niggas,
settlement
whoever
shit.
took the picture had to stand back.
Right, yeah, to get everything.
Like,
I think more than anything, if you want to take away from the overall, it looks bad as a personal relations, like you to your fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro, you can't step from behind the table to come and just
Yeah, I
wrap
think
your
that-
arm around me. Like, you can't
and
get.
this is no knock to Janae. She's
She's dope.
great.
I'm just saying, like, that's just bad
but
PR.
damn, like,
I take back everything I said. I thought the table was like this size, not.
that's what I'm saying, bro. I can see if it would know.
That was Last Supper size.
That was a ping pong. table.
Last time.
But I mean, it's a book signing, so of course you're gonna have. I mean,
Yeah, but that's different. Like it looked like she had to slide the fucking book across the table. Like, these niggas out here playing paper football with books
That's
for
what I'm
autograph
saying.
signs. Like,
and it looked like she was elevated, like it was a table on a platform. And
maybe it was their choice and their setup. I don't know.
She did that shit all wrong. She
I don't want to say that she's wrong.
Nah, she should have looked at the table like, you gonna have fucking TMZ roast the fuck out of me. Nah, like,
Oh, God.
And it could have been her choice. Like she could have got up and
Maybe she was sick.
But I mean, but at the same time,
I don't know.
at the same time, I'm thinking about it too. Like if they had him coming in
It
a
could have been
line,
anything, goddammit.
yeah, like yeah. I don't
But
know.
that made you, that reminds you of something. Me bringing
Yeah, what did it
Oh.
remind you of?
Did we bring this up last week?
Yeah, with her in the book frame.
Yeah,
I mean,
we did.
That's why
We did?
Yeah.
That's how she ain't got no girl.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. You ain't got no girl no more.
I don't got nothing there.
Yeah.
We moving on. Did we talk about Wale with his new music just now?
No.
No,
Nah.
not yet.
Are y'all excited for that? I am. I heard a
It sounds
snippet.
good.
Hold on, wait.
What it sound like though? What it sound like? Like
I'm
mixtape about
playing.
nothing or like?
It sounds good.
It sounds good.
It sounds good. Let me see. I have it here. I'm like, oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like something. Look, everybody hear about it. I like Wale, but I'll be honest, his shit has not been hitting the last 3 albums for me. I mean, the one he did with the Jerry Seinfeld kind of
Mixtape
co-sign,
like
it was okay, but
Shine was garbage.
Shine was trash.
Basura.
Yeah,
I don't know trash
Shine
enough
was
languages to
trash.
say what Shine was. But it was garbage.
Damn.
It was terrible. But I'm excited for this, man. Do y'all think that the album, it says if Wale's working on a new album, it would be his 6th full length following last year's Shine?
I mean, the snippet sounds decent.
Yeah.
And I feel like Wale has a lot of people rooting for him, so.
But what I've noticed lately is that sometimes like people will put out like what the hottest track, like what was it, like what was another album that did that? Well, Honcho Jack did that. They put out the hottest track as a single, and then the rest of the album is just
Garbage.
trash, like just straight trash.
Yeah.
But I feel on the flip side, like going back to the Nipsey Hussle album, I didn't hear any singles from Nipsey
at all.
Hussle, and this joint is solid all the way through.
Oh no, I heard the joint with YG the last time I checked. That shit was fire.
Oh yeah.
They did that video, but
What's up?
Side, nothing to do with this. Side show. But on the last episode, you said with the Black Panther soundtrack, y'all talking about it, and you mentioned the Anderson .Paak and Absol song being disappointing. Agreed.
oh, thank you.
And then Kels was like, let's wait till the scene come, till the movie come out, maybe it fixes
I didn't even hear it.
And you didn't even hear
It
that
wasn't
shit.
shit on there, was it?
Yeah, I didn't hear
It
it.
went on there.
It was not on there. Actually, majority of
I didn't
the
hear.
songs
Yeah, I didn't hear a lot
Actually,
of the songs.
they were majority instrumental.
Yeah, and it was
Which got
got
me
like
lit, but-
African instrumental, like
Yeah.
tribal sounds.
I mean, it was a couple
like
trap beats in there.
that. I heard the joint at the
The
end,
Weeknd and Kendrick Lamar joint, Pray for Me,
and then
something like that.
Pray for Me. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And then there was another joint in there in the middle with the car scene, the car chase scene.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear anything else that was like Kendrick Lamar heavy or anything.
Yeah.
Wait, so we segueing into Black Panther?
I guess.
Are we gonna do
I
that?
guess
The whole time?
Yeah.
The whole time we talking?
Michelle doesn't get it.
Oh yeah, you don't get it.
God damn it! I didn't get any of
No,
it.
no, no. You know I can't. You know what I'm
Whether
saying?
Ryan sees it or not, he doesn't get it.
You're so.
Oh my god.
We got it.
Did you see it?
I haven't seen
You know I can't get away from all the clips.
Yo, niggas.
Fucking Instagram and all that shit. So like,
But you know the wild shit be when you're in the theaters and somebody has already seen it and then they in the chair. And you like, bro, it was people in the theater doing that.
just stood up, started doing that.
Oh my god. Luckily I didn't see anybody dressed up. I didn't see anybody in hair wrap.
no, nobody dressed up.
I didn't see
Oh no,
anybody.
I've seen some dashikis.
Yeah, I seen some of those.
I've seen some of those.
Well, did you see? I don't know if it's for real. I don't know what theaters, but there was like no masks, no
Are you
like
sure?
loose accessories.
Yo!
No this, no that. So it's like, who is doing that right now? Only us. So like, what the fuck
Y'all
are you trying to say?
y'all seen the Cinemark?
They
said that they're not allowing big bags in anymore
Oh, yeah.
after the release of Black Panther.
Because they didn't make no money
on
off
the
concessions.
Oh! You know black people, bro. Right, like, gotta cause a fucking problem, yo. Everybody I know
What do
does
you
that.
mean? you always gotta bring snacks.
But you know what? If you ever notice, look, think about all the movie theaters you know right now, right?
Yeah.
There's always a Dollar Tree down the street from that.
Yeah.
Always a Dollar Tree down the street.
Yo,
Chill. No, I'm not kidding. Short Pump, you got the Dollar, you had the Five Below down the street.
There's a Five Below down the street.
There's a Five Below down the street.
It's the fancy one.
There used to be a Dollar Tree. I don't know if it's a Dollar Tree over there anymore.
I don't know.
But it used to be across the street by the Walmart. VCC, you think about it, it's the Dollar Tree right by the Jumpology.
This one even in Westchester.
Westchester is the one right there, like going toward the Target, bro. Dollar Tree know what the fuck they be doing, bro.
Y'all niggas have been to way too
Short
many
Pump.
theaters.
Yo, man, that's what I said.
It's my Dollar Tree right there
Across the street.
right there around the corner from the movie.
Alright, so how y'all getting snacks in the Cine Bistro though?
You don't
go to
You don't go to
Cine Bistro.
Cine Bistro, yeah.
Nigga, it's like $14 for a standard ticket there, and then you have to pay fees.
Damn, right? Shit!
I don't want to eat.
I'm trying to see if y'all niggas got this figured out.
Dead ass, bro.
I don't want to eat and watch Black Panther anyway.
Yeah, bro. And
You
that
gotta
food be
focus.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
fuck that.
I do be bringing food in the movies though.
I be doing that, but it's hard for a meal because like you can't bring a purse or like a backpack into the movie. What the fuck you gonna bring a book bag?
I mean, you
into the movie?
can,
I
but
have my little like JanSport pouch that you use like over the shoulder.
Nah, I don't
But
know.
I actually didn't have any snacks in it. I could have got away with it. Nobody.
Was checking.
Yeah, nobody checked
I
that
mean,
shit.
in Richmond they don't really care that much, but I imagine like in major cities like New York and LA, it's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
a huge ass issue.
Oh, no, they on it.
oh no, see, I lucked out. My girl didn't even want to go see Black Panther at first, so I sent her out. I was like, "Yo, can you go get some popcorn?" She's like, "Gladly." She came back in, and all she doing is like this. We dapped each other up with the fucking. Now she was hype as a bitch off this movie.
Well, I'm glad she
why
changed her
Did you
mind.
stay for both after credit scenes?
No, because she wanted to go. She was my feet hurt.
That's
How your feet hurt at the movies?
No, she said something. I don't remember. What she said.
At a Marvel theater, same shit happened to me. But at a Marvel theater, bro,
Oh my god.
you got
You gotta stay.
off the rip, you gotta let them know,
You gotta
like
stay.
we sitting through this whole thing. The movies actually don't start until after the movie's
I
over.
said we were gonna say.
Like,
That's what we were gonna say for the first joint.
I saw the first one, but I didn't see the second
Yeah, it's the
one.
second one in there.
The second joint said it was lit, right?
There's the Winter Soldier. The Winter Soldier. I gotta
With
find
Bucky
it online.
Barnes.
I guess.
Lucky.
Yeah.
So
I
what?
thought it was gonna be something pertaining to another stone, but it wasn't at all. Because Black Panther is gonna be in Avengers.
No, the whole cast got brought back.
Right. Even Guardians of the Galaxy, like.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about from Black Panther. Like everybody
Oh,
from
yeah,
Black Panther got put in Infinity Wars.
Oh really?
Yeah, they brought everybody on.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
huge,
goddamn 8-hour
man. It's
movie.
gonna be huge.
What the
man.
fuck is Thanos gonna do when he got M'Baku rolling up?
Yeah.
Ooh, you can't talk here.
Yo, my favorite part of that movie was when M'Baku was coming to challenge T'Challa.
Please tell me y'all seen
And
that
he
nigga
said,
in person.
he was like, when he said that shit mad hard, he was like, me, M'Baka. M'Baka. I'm like, God damn, boy.
It was like 2 or 3, like one actress and 2 actors from Black Mirror. I
Yeah.
think it might have been 1 actor and 1
Two
actress.
actors. Who's the first one?
The guy from Get Out, Daniel.
Yeah, Kaluuya.
He's from.
No,
he's
you're the
from,
only
he's from
one.
Black
Yeah,
Mirror.
yeah.
The one that played the sister of Black
Oh,
Mirror.
shit. Yeah, she's in
Sure,
that,
she is in season 4.
She's
She was
in
season
that Black
4.
Museum.
She was in Black Museum.
Black
Exactly.
Museum.
Bro. She's
Oh, that
my
is
favorite
her.
character on there.
I didn't even.
She
I was
She bald headed in Black Mirror?
I think she has something on her head, like a head or something.
Nah.
No, she has short hair, I think.
Yeah, short hair.
Alright, I ain't mean bald headed. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That was.
No, she's dope. She's my favorite character. Man.
What y'all thought
One
about
of the
it?
warriors was actually from Richmond. One of the female warriors.
For real?
Oh,
That's dope.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all fuck with the movie though, right?
I liked it, man. It was really good. It wasn't a lot of like explosions and CGI, like it was enough.
Mhm.
But I think that they kept it good for an origin story for him,
Mm-hmm.
and also like it was enough action to keep you coming.
Yeah, I heard
You know what I'm
the fights could have been better.
Yeah, definitely.
And shout out to all the people that thought Black Panther was going to be about Black history. And you're going to see like slavery times.
Oh yeah.
You guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of like BS stories about like what was wrong with Black Panther. Like
Yeah.
someone was like there was no light skinned people, and I'm like, who? What?
We're in Africa, nigga. Where the
I
light
was
skin
like,
folks at?
what? And then another one was like
Honestly.
some crap about, I don't know. It was just
Yeah.
a
People
bunch of bullshit
There was a lot of
stories.
bullshit stories.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of good stuff though, like the visuals and like the concepts and shit. I heard that was like insane. Like that was like.
Did you hear about the fake post on Facebook about white people saying that they went in there and got beer bottles smashed in their face?
And then you're over here seeing like on Reddit that it was from something else.
2014 or some dumb shit.
Shit's like,
Wow.
I mean, it's gonna be like that for a while. I think.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's gonna be like that forever on from now because of free information, bro. Like you have to.
well, I mean, just like
Oh, and
The non-
I know net neutrality. Like the rules kick in soon, bro.
Oh,
So,
I
like,
didn't know what they were going to do with that.
the service providers, they could be able to like kind of start experimenting with fucking with your budget.
yeah,
Like,
fucking with your budget,
yeah.
sharing information with your employer,
Yeah.
like
They gonna be able to
your search history. Sorry.
charge you for shit like Netflix, like
It's not
HD,
for that.
like if you want 1080p,
Yeah.
$2.99, motherfucker. Like,
That shit's terrible, man. I was over unfortunately, and this shit is
I would be
terrible.
filming my own shit. Fuck that. Make my
yeah.
own fucking movie.
But I think it might be good for people like content creators like you because that gives you more avenues to monetize.
You gotta figure shit's like 4K.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can charge $5.99, $4K. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck it. So I'm like, I don't know if it's good for the culture or bad. It's like good for creators and bad for consumers.
I think it'll be good because it might get people off of the damn computers and stuff, right? Like,
Maybe.
it's a huge disconnect there. I feel like
Yeah,
people don't know
that's
how to
true.
hold conversations anymore.
I feel like TV going down anyway. The only thing that's really big right now is like YouTube. Like they say, like YouTube. Like if you look up like results, more people watch YouTube than they do TV now. YouTube is that's it.
What's that network that Impractical Jokers come on?
Are you talking about Westland?
Nah. I forget what. I think it's like
Impractical
TN. That's not TN.
True
TV.
True TV. Yeah.
Literally, if you go to True TV, 24 hours a day they have Impractical Jokers playing. Like because that's what's lucrative. Like they changed their whole business model to just be like, look, we're just gonna air one show, and that shit is just gonna profit, and we're just gonna have y'all just make enough content to fill up a whole TV network.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go on there, there's no other shows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no other shows all day, pretty much. But I think that, I say that to say, like, everything is changing. Like you said, everybody's going to YouTube and looking for, like, custom content, like, little bite-sized content. They're not going and trying to wait a week for another episode.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? It's no more waiting. It's more instant.
Right.
Like, Netflix drops the whole season at one time.
You gotta figure like you can buy like YouTube Red with like no commercials and watch
Yeah.
movies and shit, and that shit's only like $9.99 a month. It's
Right.
the same shit.
It's gonna backfire. I think. I'm hoping it backfires in some way.
You think
right?
so?
I hope so. Like,
Nah, YouTube's so big, dude. I don't think it'll ever backfire.
no, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about like the net neutrality.
Oh yeah, that.
I hope this shit
Yeah,
backfires.
for sure.
Like when
I hope so, man.
we fucking start running around and outside with our naked ass feet or some shit. Like,
I don't know. It just depends on how they play with it, and it's like a lot of the times when you read about it, they be like basically they just on a contract to say, hey, we're not gonna fuck over the customer. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, there's this document that says you have to be fair to the consumer, and it's like why do you want to give them that much power if you have to say, hey, here's this much power, but you have to promise to be fair with it? Like that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? Like why would you even give it to them?
well, I mean, that's two questions, right? Like, who decides what's fair, and then also, you know, you had the issue of once all these laws are put in place, like, how do you keep it quote unquote fair so that the top 1% of people with the wealth don't have all the access to information, right?
Right.
Because like one of the only good things about Twitter now, outside of it being funny as shit, is like you have access to real time information and shit.
Right.
So when we start having to pay for that, and you know most people on Twitter, I feel like what makes Twitter great is Black Twitter. So like when Black folks don't want to pay that extra dollar for it, like when we don't have access to information, what all these businesses gonna be doing? Like,
Yeah.
so
I mean, it changes the model, man. So we just got to see and how people adjust. Because sometimes people adjust better than you think. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a trade-off. Like, okay, well, we can reduce your bill to $30 a month now, but you pay you pay little fees for the type of shit that you want. Like if you like to watch your shit in 1080p, or you're gonna have to pay extra when you watch videos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or they come out with a package that says, well, all your videos are in 1080p, but you pay $20 extra a month from the base package or something. So who knows?
Atlanta, first episode of season 2.
Oh, what?
It's Thursday?
Can't wait.
Shout out to Breon for being here with the topic.
These motherfuckers are sending me to Columbus, so I don't even know if I can watch it, bro. I'm be pissed
Wait.
off. Yes.
ICF?
Yes.
It's sending you to
I'm be on a
Columbus.
plane at the same time that the seat.
That's lit, bro. I wish they were sending me places.
Nigga, it's Columbus. There ain't shit out there.
Man, it's still you ain't here, nigga. Ain't shit here.
It's worse than here.
Nah,
Ain't shit here, man. Like I mean, it's a free trip. You get to go, expense it to the
Free for who? You gotta pay for everything except for your plane ticket.
Yeah. Oh damn.
God.
Free for
They don't pay for your food.
They pay it back, but you get paid like 2 months later.
Oh yeah. So you gotta expense everything. That's fine, man. I mean, at least you get to get the money back. When I go, I just spend the money.
Yeah.
I don't ever get a expense. I don't get to expense that
Wait,
shit
you
back.
for real?
No, I don't go on trips. Like they don't send
Oh
me.
yeah, I mean yeah, okay. All right, we went this way. Point here, we're
Oh
excited.
my god.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be lit? Like,
I think it's gonna be good. I mean, I think Childish Gambino, he hasn't missed, honestly, in my opinion. Like, what has he missed on?
Hopefully this means something musically will be coming.
I think we gotta
I think we have
gotta
to
dial back the hopes for a Childish
wait.
Gambino
Yeah.
album.
He said it's only gonna be one more.
And I don't think it's coming out no time soon.
not at all.
I think he'll still be doing mixtapes.
I don't think so.
Nah.
I think
he said
stepping
for the
away.
last Gambino album. Yeah, he is stepping away from music though.
We don't know. He's going.
I think
He's
he's
trying
really
to
just with the
transition
acting.
away. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like he's
Because
trying
he
to become
said-
Donald Glover.
Yeah.
He
and
really
I-
is.
But he said, like, you know what I'm saying, last album, but then he also is saying that the chance in Childish, you know.
I
Yeah,
think
he
he
did
said
say
that.
that was coming.
I think he said that because it's already recorded and packaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why
I
they probably
can't
have. It's
wait.
probably logistics.
He ain't got to do nothing else. Like, he got that Han Solo money from the new Han Solo.
He is in that Han Solo movie. That
He
shit
got
gonna be
all these
dirty.
writing. Did y'all hear that he wrote all the jokes? Not all the jokes, but like a good amount of jokes for Black Panther.
Really?
Did all like the funniest joints. He was the one that wrote them.
Wow.
He kind of remind me of like Pharrell. Like he's involved in so much shit.
You don't even be
You
known
don't
in his
know
hand
about
is
it.
like
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
you don't know about it, but he's involved in so much shit.
Yeah.
He's definitely like
That's a Renaissance man.
huge culture.
Yeah.
That's a whole Renaissance.
He got that.
He has
and
so
then
much
the
power,
Lion King
people don't
joke.
even realize how much
I wonder what
power
else
he
he's
actually
gonna
has.
do.
He's in Lion King.
He's Simba.
Wars.
That nigga don't gotta work ever again. He can spend time with his little daughter. Like,
And I think that's what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to transition to a household name, man. Like he's trying to become Donald Glover, which I definitely respect. Like,
Oh yeah, I totally.
like
agree.
you gotta transition because like, and that's what the same thing I was saying. I went on a little rant on Facebook. I was saying, Cardi B is not gonna last
No.
to the 2018. If one, she drops an album that sounds like Bartier Cardi and Bodak Yellow for 14 tracks. If she does that, she's out of here. And if she doesn't hop in the next Tyler Perry film and get the acting, she's out of here. Because nobody's get the voice, the personality, all of that, the novelty is gonna die in like 6 months. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that people love her for her personality and shit like that, and she's on top and she's got some of the hottest music right now. But I think after a while, people gonna be like, all right, we're kind of tired of just seeing your face because she's so out there all the time. Like,
I mean, I hope she gets into a bunch of other stuff. That
yes.
If it doesn't, like, if this rap thing doesn't sustain her forever. Because, I mean, she did the shoe collaboration with whoever.
with
I don't know who it was.
Steve Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. I just
I
just
to see
want
her
her to
succeed.
win.
Yeah, like
Me too.
What's that shirt that everybody's wearing? I'm rooting for everybody black. Is she black or is she just?
She says she is black.
Yeah.
I mean, she's black.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm rooting for her too. Like, even if she's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
We'll bring her race draft.
Bring her
We'll bring her
along.
over for a temporary contract. Like, she Speaking of not lasting musically, Fergie.
Oh.
I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That was so perfect.
This is a super segue. This is a goddamn.
That was the best segue ever.
This is a goddamn police on the Segway. Like, trying to catch somebody shoplifting. Not stealing, shoplifting.
That was the best reaction I've ever heard in my life.
Fergie, she ended her entire career. She got to release.
And I used to love.
She got to release an album after that shit to redeem herself. She show like, no, I really have not lost that step, bro.
She gotta start going by her real name.
At least a single.
Oh, shit.
Never release another single ever again. She gotta go into like acting
It's about her real name.
or humanitarian activism or some shit. She does not have a place in the
Yeah,
music
she
world
definitely need to be donating to charity and like really getting out. I think that now that she's done this, like she can't go hide in the shadows because then she's only gonna be remembered for this because she's already never remembered for much.
Yeah.
She gotta do something funny like donate a bunch of money to the American Deaf Association or something, right? Like
She got to do something, and that would be hella ironic because
Right.
I cannot hear her.
that shit was terrible, bro.
I don't know, man, but it was so bad,
Apparently
but
she
it was
rehearsed it that
so
way,
good.
yeah.
She did. She said she like was trying to do it in a different type
Like
of
a
way.
chick.
It was different,
You
alright.
can see what she was going for.
And she was
wanted
like,
that
I
old
did my very best, and I was like, okay, girl.
Like if you were at a speakeasy and like she was trying to be sexy with it, and I get it. Like I know the sound
What was
she
that
was
sexy
going
for?
for, like that jazzy type of sound, but it was like it didn't come off that way. It came off kind of
Look,
assholey.
The only rendition of the national anthem I'm trying to hear is R. Kelly's joint. That was so lit.
So
I think
The nigga said clap your hands. I was like, yes.
Charlamagne did put me off to R. Kelly because when you think about all of the shit that R. Kelly has done, and then you listen to his music,
Songs.
I
and then you
can't.
think back to R. Kelly, and you're like, damn, R. Kelly, you a
Like
nasty
as soon as
fuck.
the R. Kelly joke come on the radio, I'd be like, gosh.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
I
think
gotta
about it,
change
like,
that shit.
dead ass.
You gotta
Like, he was
separate the
probably
person
peeing on
from,
somebody
like,
as he wrote this motherfucking lyric. Like, dead ass. Like, on some real shit, like, on some real shit, like, he could have really dead ass been violating someone as he's writing these lyrics, and you're sitting in the car.
You
writing
realize
that
how to
shit
say
down
he's pissing on somebody, huh? Like that's just we can't get past this.
Oh,
I mean, we
man.
can't. I mean, what happens has happened. Just like Fergie can't get past this damn national anthem, bro.
Them reactions though,
Yeah, the reaction was crazy.
priceless.
Yeah, yeah. You know it's bad when the NBA players just start looking at each other trying to see who gonna laugh first. So they can laugh.
They couldn't laugh.
Draymond had the best reaction I've ever seen.
Yo,
This nigga
my
just
God,
cracking
bro.
up. Him and
Who
Steph.
was it that laughed at her? The dude that played in Nah, I don't even know.
Chance had a different
Chance,
head.
yeah,
He
yeah,
couldn't.
It was Chance.
He
It
couldn't.
was Chance.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
couldn't
man.
really-
Yeah, she fucked that up.
Damn.
She fucked that
I
up.
mean, All-Star Game was good though. At least
Yeah.
she didn't fuck up the players.
How did y'all feel about the dunk contest? Did y'all watch it?
I did.
No.
I watched some of it, but I didn't
Damn.
think it was that great.
I didn't think it was that good. I thought there was really good dunks, and like they paid a lot of homage to old dunks.
Yeah. You're doing someone else's dunk.
It's not wavy.
But it's just like
It's not
I don't know.
fit.
It's not creative. It's not.
Definitely not.
I guess they run out of stuff to actually do.
Yeah.
I feel like the only person that had something sweet to do was Larry Nance, just because like his dad, you know, he just got traded to the Cavs. His
Yeah.
dad's numbers in the Raptors,
Right. Right.
he
And he did the tribute dunk.
right. But Donovan Mitchell's, it was kind of like, what? Why did you? What's your connection to Vince, bro? Like,
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Outside of that, every other dunk was kind of whack.
And then having the celebrity judge.
Handle Chris Rock, DJ Khaled, like
What the fuck?
Chris Rock probably has never dunked in his life. You know,
DJ Khaled can't even
guaranteed
jump,
like he hasn't even jumped in months.
He's working on
I think
that.
Larry Nance.
That nigga's moving is that- what is he doing?
Getting a little frustrated with him.
Oh
too.
yeah.
I think Larry Nance might have been getting a little frustrated with him.
I would have.
Yeah,
with
because
the
a lot of the
judges,
shit that he
right.
was doing was like as a basketball player was technically hard. Like
Right.
fundamentally, like what the fuck? Like damn, that shit is hard. But
You
a lot
talking
of
about when
other
you, like,
stuff
bounce it off the
yeah,
backboard?
like off the backboard and shit like that. So
Yeah.
it's just like I don't know. He might have got slighted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the 3-point contest or the Dexter agility.
Those shits are whack anyway.
Yeah. I don't know why I still like to see those. I'm just whatever.
You know?
At least Kevin Hart wasn't drunk again for this one, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have been.
They weren't in Philly.
I feel like, I guess we could talk about Tekashi since he's in the news.
Did we talk about Tekashi last week?
Yeah,
I
we
feel
kind
like
of
we
grazed
did.
over him. But he was.
He has an album out actually. He just dropped.
Wow.
He just dropped a mixtape or album, whichever.
About-
whatever they call it nowadays.
Whatever they call it
Yeah,
nowadays.
So you haven't heard it?
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
I want to listen to a bag of Skittles rap. What the fuck?
A bag of Skittles.
I I don't even know if you would have.
But he was in LA. He was like holding it down. He didn't die. So, you know, that's all.
didn't
Were you supposed to clap for the dude? Like he didn't die.
That was,
Good
that was
job.
I mean, he had a lot of threats to his life, and he went there, kind of provoking death. And to come out of LA, I mean, where you got
just made
Bloods
this
and
sound
Crips.
like a whole Odyssey story.
I mean, I'm not making it sound like an odyssey, but I'm just saying, like, when you, I mean, even if he hit his hotel room.
But I don't think it's more of him being brave. I just think he kind of stupid.
Yeah,
Like,
he lost his
don't
mind a while
care.
ago. Like,
I
Like,
mean, he is stupid. I mean, you know that.
like you've seen the before and after photos of what he looked like. Like, he lost his
I mean,
mind.
he was a church boy,
Yeah.
and now he's got like Skittle.
But I mean, Katy Perry was the same way.
Yeah.
Lord, she lost her goddamn mind.
I mean,
I
but
feel so bad.
it was crazy to like watch her go from singing religious like Christian
Yeah.
songs to I kissed the girl and I liked it and jumping out of cakes with her. What was that? Cupcakes on her nipples and shit. Like that was a lot, bro.
I want to show y'all this video because I feel like it's gonna creep y'all the fuck out.
I saw this shit. It was a lot.
That episode of Black Mirror, what is it? Metalhead.
Yeah.
That shit is coming true, bro.
Yeah. I mean, the freakier one was the second one they released, where
Who's
dude was
Metalhead?
pulling
Yeah,
it,
the dude was on. It was a
and he was like, "Get the fuck out of my way! I'm going to this door."
Yeah, he was like really trying to get it.
I mean, the dogs look damn near the same too. From Metalhead and Boston Dynamics, they look. damn near
It's
the
probably
same.
because they used the
the same schematic.
Yeah, they probably used a similar design.
Yeah,
Oh, the one with the dog.
yeah, where they shot the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When that shit was doing everything, bro. Like that shit was just shooting people.
It could do
That dog was OC. What?
They making it real.
Chill out. Bro, that's not even funny. Bro, that dog was fucking shit up.
right.
We closer than we think, baby.
Yo, and it wasn't just one of them.
Y'all go ahead.
Y'all be thinking I'm
Credit card
crazy. Y'all
bills
be
now.
thinking
We
I'm
done
crazy. Y'all
We
thinking I'm crazy.
We think you're crazy because you want this to happen.
No.
We don't want this shit to happen. You be hyped as a bitch
Why
for this.
not?
Okay.
Why would we want
Why
to be
not?
killed by dogs?
You're
Or
not
by
gonna be
dogs?
killed by dogs. Relax.
Well, they gonna turn on us. They
Right.
gonna turn on us.
That's the AI, man. That's the only way they can see a perfect world is without humans. They're right, but we're dead. We're done.
I don't think so, man.
It's God's plan.
I think before we're eradicated as humans, and I'm gonna just put this out there, I feel like we're gonna be able to become computers ourselves.
All right, let's not get into this.
He's not here for your shit.
I ain't had no candy today. I ain't smoked no weed. I'm not here for shit.
God's plan. They just
Oh,
go
yeah.
to platinum before
Oh,
we
God's
snap my
plan.
niggas
Yeah,
dead.
yeah. Let's save the Florida shit to the end. Well, I guess I don't know.
I mean, either one. You can. I mean, I don't really like to dive really into toxic.
I guess we can. Let's just browse over it really quick.
Yeah.
So of course everybody knows about the Florida shooting, where 17 people were killed by a Nicholas Cruz with an AR-15 assault rifle. And I heard that a guard that was there at the school actually he didn't dip, but when he got there, he didn't run it.
It was 4 of them.
Well, no, that was a different shooting. That was a different shooting.
Well, I mean,
I
it's been
thought,
another shooting since we.
I thought a cop
few
came
guards,
to. I don't know.
That
I
was
thought
a
a
different
cop
shooting.
came to this one and was waiting for backup, so he didn't go in. Or was that a different one?
I'm
Not,
not sure.
like
I
the
think it's a
deputy was
different
out.
one.
That was at the school.
I think it's a different one because there was
Like, he was
a
over
kid
there.
that had a handgun.
Okay.
Like he hid. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So with the Nicholas Cruz thing, my only thing about it is this: there are two sides to the story. One about mental health and one about gun laws. My thing is this: on the mental health side, we should have stricter regulations behind background checks and mental checks to say, hey, if this guy seems crazy, he probably shouldn't own a firearm at all, right? That seems obvious. The other obvious thing says, why the fuck does anyone need to own an assault rifle?
All right.
Why? I mean, honestly,
Ammo,
why?
any of that
What is
shit,
the
right?
reason? Give me one reason. An assault rifle is a military grade weapon, right? Something specifically made to kill people, right? Okay, so you can say that guns don't kill people, people kill people. Okay, but I saw a quote on Facebook. It said, if my son goes outside and he hits somebody with a stick, the stick didn't hit him, but I still take the fucking stick away.
Right.
Right? That's just common sense. So, because the kid doesn't know any better, right? He's just gonna keep doing what he want to do. So that's what you have to do with guns. I feel like but what gets me is the people are like, it's not the guns, it's not the guns. Of course it's not the guns. It's the people that own the guns. But if you take the guns away, there's a lot less that harm you can do, right? And I think that, of course, like you say, ban guns or whatever like that, and then like everybody will, like the people that want them, they'll get them and blah blah blah. Of course, if people want weed, they go get weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, make it harder. You know what I'm saying? Make it more difficult, because then maybe it won't be as easy for somebody as like a 17-year-old kid, 19-year-old kid to just have an AR-15. I mean, he bought it. Like he did. He bought the shit. Yeah. Like, and his parents knew about it. And it's like, why do you need it? Like, I mean, I just don't understand, like, what practical reason you could have to own an assault rifle. Like, you're not hunting game with that shit.
We were talking about that yesterday, because, like, it's different to like a shotgun, because you can like actually hunt with that, like animal-wise, but like,
or like a rifle,
an assault rifle, you can't hunt no animals. Like, it's illegal to hunt animals with that.
Because you would blow, it would be an inhumane. Yeah, you literally blow the animal to shreds.
What other reason do you have?
It's that like is literally the only reason. Like you're literally only using it to
kill humans.
I honestly think that people.
But I think you're right about the I was thinking, we were talking about it yesterday too, me and Trevor and them. But the way they like just hand them out to people, because for real, as long as you're not a felon, you can have a gun.
You can have a gun.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can literally be taking drugs like depressants, anything. You can be on like prescribed drugs and stuff for like depression, like bipolar. Like, that's a prime example. People that are bipolar can still buy like a gun. You know what I'm saying?
I think this broaches a lot of topics that like America's afraid to talk about because of who America is run by, right? Like, we don't want to talk about mental health, but we don't want to talk about, you know, how the Second Amendment was written when we were still like under attack from all different sides.
And also when niggas ain't have barely any electricity, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas dead had to go outside and hunt their next meal. Like, there wasn't Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no.
But even then, you can't use an assault rifle. Like, you still have to use
a hunting rifle. Like, even now, like there's literally no reason except for going to the range. And I feel like if you want to shoot an assault rifle, there should be ranges that have licenses to have those weapons, and you have licenses to use those weapons while you're on the facility. But once you leave, what the fuck do you need it for?
You don't.
You don't. And I feel like people are standing behind the Second Amendment. They standing by my right. Like you said, that document is antiquated. Some of those things, some of those amendments are antiquated.
And for sure, you should have a right to own like handguns and shit like that. Yes, to be able to like protect yourself. But like, I agree with like I said, like an assault rifle.
How are you going to protect yourself with an assault rifle?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I agree. Concealed handguns, maybe, but
like, who are you protecting yourself from with an assault? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
What do you
like? Is a whole army coming at you, like a head cartel? Like, you have a whole army coming at you.
Now, my only, to go down the conspiracy and be devil's advocate, my only thing about that is, I was thinking about it. If you take away all the guns in America, maybe that's what's keeping America safe and keeping us from invasion. Because think about it. If I was Russia, if I'm going to invade a country and everybody got fucking guns, that makes things a lot more difficult. Like, if your every average day Joe got 2 AR-15s, an M16, and like 400 bullets, if a Russian soldier come to my house, I'm gonna fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's like a duality. You need to have both. You know what I'm saying? You need to be able to own these guns. But there has to be better regulation on who can have them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It shouldn't just be like a felony. Like, as long as you don't have a felony, you can get it.
And I feel like
deep.
Exactly. And, or like, if you are ex-military and you are like proven like ex-military, like, and you've gone up to a certain rank, you can have assault rifles because you know how to use them. You love this country. You aren't going to go and do anything stupid. And if you do, you're one person out of all these millions of people. You see what I'm saying?
But to me, that brings up a whole different side of, like, I don't want to say paranoia, not on your part anyway, because I would think, like, if we get all our guns taken away, like, what would the U.S. government be willing to do, like, in terms of, like, martial law? But there's also this fear of, like, that we've kind of played into of we're about to get invaded. We're only going to get invaded if the U.S. government keeps pushing, like, prodding the bear with a stick, right? Like, we keep fucking with Russia, we keep fucking with North Korea, we keep going into other countries and starting wars, like these little covert operative destabilization, Michael B. Jordan and fucking Black Panther type shit. Like, this is our fault regardless. We're not, Russians aren't coming over here and killing us.
America's mass
We're
swine.
we're killing each other. Like,
But even to get like a permit, like a concealed permit, like that is just all you do is I think it's like a 4 or 6 hour class. You sit in, you don't take a test after, you don't do nothing. Like you just sit there and listen to them talk.
no, I mean,
So it's so easy.
It's harder to get your
it.
driver's license than it is
so
to get a
easy.
fucking
Yeah.
gun.
harder.
but I mean, y'all really got to think about it. Like in America, pretty much everything is lax as fuck. It's lax as shit to become a police officer, right? Like,
Yeah, they were talking about that. There's
Yeah.
like, it takes no time
Yeah,
to
and that's why Chris
become
Rock said you get what you pay for.
my older brother's a cop, and he told me about the shit he had to go through, and I was just like, bro,
Wow.
You can
I
see
went through
some-
hard shit when I was on
Yeah.
live.
You
Like,
can see some of the
It's
cops.
hard to get like to the military. You can't have like any allergies. You can't have like nothing. You can't be
Yeah.
allergic. Like it's
Yeah.
super hard to get into that, but then you can just go do some other shit.
yeah, like
Be straight with it.
it's a problem,
I
man.
mean, you can see it. When you see a police officer and he's fucking out of shape and he look like, nigga, if I ran right now, you dead. Like, you know, it's easy as fuck to get a job as a police officer. Like, that shit is dead easy, man. Like,
And maybe that's why they start using their guns, right? Like because you don't have to keep any upkeep.
yeah.
They shoot you in the back and it's game over.
It's
They don't got to
kind of
fix that.
cowardly, man. I feel like that should be improved as well. Like the grounds to become a police officer. First of all, living in Richmond, Virginia, I'm gonna just say, man, we got way more police officers than we need, and I guarantee half of them are underqualified.
A lot more.
We got way more police officers than we need, and I feel like for the amount of money that I get back on taxes, $5 in total, Virginia. $5 in
Hold
total.
on, how could you? No, we'll talk about that in time.
We are paying a lot of fucking police officers, and I don't see a lot of potholes getting fixed.
Nope.
I don't see a lot of roads or improvements. I don't see a lot of like government buildings popping up where it's like libraries and new technological centers and like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want to see with my tax dollars.
That's
I don't
smart too.
want
Though, 'cause, like, we have more police officers,
More police
but like
officers.
the crime rate still like higher than it ever
and
been.
it's because
Exactly.
it's because there's so many police officers. If you put more police officers out there, they're gonna find more fucking crime.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, like, and you think that you're cracking down on it, but you're not. Like, I mean, I feel like if they legalize the bud, a lot of the crime will go down because I feel like a lot of that shit is just people that are selling weed that are getting crossed in with the people that are selling heroin and pills and shit, the shit that people need to go to jail for, and then you're just stuffing a bunch of people in jail so that you can make some money.
But that's a Virginia thing, right? Like when it comes to policies and stuff, we just had that giant problem with not being able to fund education, right? We have all these police officers roaming around
Right.
free, brand new cars, all of them.
Brand new
Nobody's-
Ford Tauruses. I don't even see an old police
Fuck that,
officer.
the Explorers they got and shit. too.
Yeah.
Like brand new everybody.
Yeah,
Chargers, like,
Chargers.
but we
Undercover
can't
cars.
afford to keep our kids in
Safe. Right.
in school, safe from guns, safe in school, and then we wonder why all our kids are like falling into this criminal lifestyle, right?
Right.
Because they're not educated enough. That's pretty much like overfeeding lions, right? If the cops are gonna be lions in this,
Right.
we give them gazelle for them to go after, like
Right.
antelope. What do lions eat?
It's all bad. I don't know.
They probably
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah, man. But I just had to go on a little rant right there, man, because yeah, gun laws, man. Like, I don't think that there's gonna be anything done. And the most obvious thing is to ban all guns down to handguns.
Well, what's even more
Try to
crazy to
collect
tie
them.
both of them. It's like most of the like police officers, the people who like protect us, they don't even have assault rifles.
Yeah,
So
you
like,
don't need them.
they don't have them, but we can own them. Like,
Yeah.
imagine what you could do to like police,
And I know,
you know? Like,
I
for
know
real.
people, like people I used to work with at Capital One, they would brag like, yeah, man, I got the M16 and it's actually illegal because it's got like modifications to make it so that you can like so
Lord.
rapid fire.
Yeah.
And then I got the bump stock, and I'm like, yo, why?
For what?
Why? Just you know, if somebody comes to my house, I'm gonna fuck them up, man. Okay, you're gonna fuck them up like you're playing Call of Duty. Like really? Like I think that like. I don't think games are the issue, but I think that games are desensitize people to just exactly what real life is. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you're looking down the barrel of a assault gun, you do look like you're playing Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying?
That's technology
it
is
does.
old though. This sense.
No, to think about this too, they were talking about this is like, and this is actually, I don't know if this is like a conspiracy thing or what, but they're saying that like they found one of those kids' journals, and like because like a lot of shootings are being put on TV, other kids are wanting to like, it's kind of like a game, wanting to top the score, basically, like wanting to kill more people. Because they're like, oh, like I can get more than 17 people.
All right,
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
Fact, though. We're
That's
the only
why-
country
No.
in the world that advertises the killers' names. only country in the world that does that. In Europe, they forbid any news
No,
source.
for real, because like they found one of the kids' books, and he had written in the books.
Yeah, I think it was like a journal.
He was like, yeah, like I think I can get more than them and stuff like that, so I'm gonna do one at a school.
Yeah.
Bro, like you want to top other murders? Like you want to be like basically
like
they want to be
saying,
seen on TV. They want to be known.
Yeah,
Not
but
that that's
like
a
you
good
were
way to be
saying
known,
though,
obviously.
then clearly we have a huge mental health problem,
Exactly.
and no one wants to talk about mental health.
We'd literally rather talk about like
Anything else.
Anything else. I mean, I think the one good thing that's come from this is the NRA is losing a lot of its partnerships and sponsors, right? So I think the ramifications for that might send some ripples throughout gun ownership and back to Congress and shit
Right.
to actually spur them to do something about this.
Something.
And I mean, maybe, like you said, maybe it's a mental health thing. Maybe it is a just people being stupid as a whole. Maybe it's not, right? Maybe this is something that we as Americans need to look closer at because, like, we're the only country that has this problem.
Australia had one mass shooting,
Right.
like in like the 90s, I think,
They had the strictest gun laws.
and they
though.
banned guns, all of them,
And Australia's lit.
collected all
They
of
haven't
them,
had a shooting,
and they
since,
have
like,
not had a
years.
mass shooting since.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That shit works.
It's
I
been
got some homies
like
over
10
in-
years since they had a mass shooting. Like,
It worked.
granted, they had people getting like killed, like shot, but not like a mass.
Right,
shooting.
and if you take away the fucking perpetrator, if you take away the thing that can kill people, then it's a lot harder to kill people.
What's that shit Chris Rock said?
Now in China, now if it would have to be organized. You make people organized. In China, there was this one thing where I don't know, I didn't read too much into it, but it was saying like a group of people with knives went out and stabbed people and they killed like 13 people.
okay, but that's
But that's a group
that's
of
a
people
Chris Rock thing where he's like, you just
conspiring together, yeah.
But who's gonna conspire? Americans don't work together for not a damn thing.
Right.
Who's gonna do that in America? And if somebody's coming at you with knives and you
Right.
just sit there and watch other people get stabbed,
It's gonna change, yeah.
you probably had that shit coming. Isn't that what Chris Rock said?
Yeah, he did.
What he's like, it was 40 people or some shit.
If 100 people in a room get stabbed, at
96 of them motherfuckers deserve to die,
The
like-
same night, that means that 97 of those people deserve to die. Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, I get it, but and like that has stipulations as well. Like, you're gonna change the way that terrorism happens. People are gonna get stabbed more. People are gonna get hit by cars.
Yeah,
and
I think
shit.
somebody was talking about. Well, they were like, if you take away guns, they're just gonna find another way. But it's harder to kill people.
It's a lot harder.
Without
it's a lot
an
harder.
automatic weapon.
And I don't know. We kind of rambling. I know we over like probably an hour now, but I also saw this thing on this article. It said the TSA actually doesn't help prevent terrorist attacks. And I was surprised at that. Like it's kind of like, according to statistics, it hasn't really helped. Like, and it's more invasive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can literally see you naked and what's in your shit. Like,
Well, I mean, outside of like,
But terrorism, I mean, for real, like we still have it, but we killing each other. Why we gotta have like?
we don't need,
You know what I'm saying? We don't need people coming over here.
I
We
think
killing
that
each other.
everything that's happening right now, I think that everything that's happening right now is an act of terrorism by Russia through Facebook ads and propaganda. I think China's in on it through propaganda. Because I think what they're doing. How do you destabilize a system? If I'm outside looking in at the military, we are the most forceful military in the world. We spend more money in military spending than they spend on everything, like anything at all. Like, we spend more on military spending than anybody spends on any other, like anything.
Combined.
Like, yes, like we can blow everybody up, and everybody knows that. So how do you take down Goliath as David? You know you can't fight that nigga, so you gotta poison him. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do some shit to make him collapse and make it easier for you. So when you do come and take the final blow, all you need to do is just rock his ass one good time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I feel like America, we gotta get on the same page. We gotta unite and we gotta fix this shit and get back on a track where we all agree on progress. You see what I'm saying? Like, California is in flames. Florida is being flooded and shit like that. I mean, we had the Houston floods, and we still have no real agreement on global warming as America. China has agreed to reduce their emissions. you know, all the other countries have agreed to reduce their emissions. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, we behind now.
Damn, bro, I'd vote for you if you ran for the office.
Yeah.
That shit was inspiring.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Councilman.
All right, man. We out. This has been another What a Week by Digital Disrupt. Of course, again, I am Just Call Me Kales. This is Cross Dixon. This is Sideshow Shells. And this has been What a Week. And we'll see y'all again next week.